Now, a lot of people talk about this, but implementing it's a whole different thing. Here's a guy that did 25 transactions. We're showing him how he can get to 27, and then 48, yeah. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to have a panel, and you're going to hear about people that went from 25 to 100. It's going to be pretty amazing to actually meet some people that did this. So going from 25 to 100 with 2 strategies, that's how you can do it. The third strategy is not about doing more deals. How many of you don't want to work any harder than you're already working? So how do you leverage and optimize what you're already doing without selling more units? Well, on this strategy, you're not really working any harder. You're not having to speak to more leads. You're calling those leads anyway, so you're just getting more conversion out of the same bucket of leads. So that's not a big time suck. But dollars per deal. This guy, his average sales price was $250,000. He was making $7,000 a deal. So one of the things we always look at with our clients and our membership is, what are your dollars per deal, and what are some of the things that we can do to increase the percentage? Now, hopefully you're all profitable. If you're profitable, that means your bills are paid. So the greatest profit comes after your bills are paid. What I mean by that is, if we could increase another $700 out of the deal and do that times 100, that's $70,000 in additional revenue. Do you guys see that? All 100% of it's profit because your bills are already paid. We didn't spend more money to increase the average dollars per deal. What are some ways, you guys tell me, that we can do to increase dollars per deal? Transaction fees. Okay, so those can range, I've seen them $195, I've seen them up to $995, $999. So it's really a decision. You can increase your commission, right, your percentage. How many of you think that if you do a better job differentiating yourself, commissions will never be an issue again? Which is pretty exciting. So both of those work. You could sell them other things. What else could you sell them? Well, for some of the bigger teams in here, getting involved in mortgage, getting involved in title. I had both a mortgage company and a title company. I had the client, right? So I was making $7,000 a deal. I sell them mortgage, I sell them title. Now I'm making $20,000 a deal. You guys follow me? So that's kind of a bigger picture down the road. But there are other little things you could sell them. I made $60 for a home warranty. I got paid a commission and we got the seller to pay it for the buyer. So there's other things you can sell them. But the biggest and easiest way to move the needle on dollars per deal, nobody said it, is average sales price. So I want to talk about that. How many of you know what your average sales price is? Handful of you? How many of you still are shy and won't raise your hand? How many of you know what your market average sales price is? Are you above or below the market average? I was always below the market average. I look back on it now and go, what an idiot I was. Why didn't I intentionally do something different? But in my market, when my average sales price is about $250, it's about the same as this guy's. And let me ask you, in your market, whatever your average sales price is, are there homes in your marketplace that are worth more? So what if you were to increase your average sales price by 20%? Okay, so just write that down and say, what if? So let's see what 250, what that turns out to be. So I go from 250 to 300,000. How many think that's practical, that's realistic, based on intentionally, on purpose, targeting people that have those types of qualifications?